guys, John and Guy from SurfFX. It's the end of September 2025. That means all the new stuff is arriving, the 2026 gear here in Australia. So let's have a good look. We'll start with this paddle I've got in my hand. This is the Geotone collaboration with Black Project. Insane build quality and finish on this, I must say. This is their foil paddle. Big wide blade, lots of power on a paddle up. Tapered shaft.
Stronger,
feels
lighter,
good.
yep.
And
grip.
The old flex test, always different there in the flex test. Grip, it looks like different colors. That is actually a wrap of grip kind of around the top of the paddle. So nice design on that paddle.
Very nice. We'll go straight to Geotone's new foil, the Crest.
Yes.
This is the D-Lab Crest that comes in 800 and 925.
Only available in D-Lab.
Only in D-Lab, and going to be what?
It is the premium, well, it's a premium construction. So you got a stiffer connection because the fuselage is part of the front wing, so it's a stiffer connection. They want to have this up there.
Monoblock tail?
Yeah, again, fuselage is kind of part of the tail, so there's no seams, no drag. A lot of the crew have been on this already because we've had this for, we haven't been allowed to release it, but we've had this for what, about 2 months?
2 months, yeah.
So a lot of guys have had it under their feet.
Been using the 800 with the foil drive. Amazing. It's very slippery. And for a small foil, the foil drive just got it up super easy, and we may as well jump to...
Yeah, and we'll get to the foil drive. But most guys have ridden this and found that it's smooth rail to rail, and it's got a decent pump for a surfing wing.
Yeah, it's not their pump wing, but it's still, guys are amazed with the pump, but it's slippery is the word, and it rolls over really nice.
That could be the D-Lab because there's no bolt
joins
holes and joins and the
we,
monoblock tail. Yeah, not having it on a pedestal, stuff like that. Look, we do more and more helmets every day. These are the Oakley helmets. These are pretty much the premier surf helmet. They literally went into it being Oakley and said, we want to make the best helmet we can. And you'll see it on most of the, well, she just won the world title. She won it with the helmet on over in, where was it? In Tahiti, wasn't it? Pretty sure, when she actually won it.
Super light.
But the big thing is that they just drain really well and they're very fitted. Like they almost pop onto your head. So the shape of these is super refined. Being Oakley, they put some effort into it. Okay, talking with foils and e-foils-ish and assist, the midfish. Yeah, most people who are into foiling kind of know this is coming. This is the board to go with the Geotone foil assist. So, shape-wise?
Unreal. They've made it so you can put your little cable that comes to an integrated mast, straight up to your backpack, your harness. So it's less distance to travel and less, it's more efficient to the back of the top plate. So it runs straight along, plugging into the top plate.
The boards have a little bit of length to them, and you notice how thin they are.
Thinner.
They're not a big corky board, so they're getting up off the area of the board, and they've got a solid, edge tine release. Again, Geotone make planing hull stuff for all their windsurfing and everything. So with that, with the weight, the construction, it's a full carbon board. No transmission issues because obviously the system kind of is attached to you. It's not under your board, underwater. And the bigger sizes, to make them a bit more usable again, they have foot strap inserts. So you can use them as a ding board.
And you can use it with a foil drive.
Yep. So
selling out of every foil drive board we have, so this is great. Yeah. Longer, narrower. So this is 5'2", 18 and a quarter or something?
Yep, 18 to 16th.
1/16th.
And 38 liters at the 5'2". So nice and easy to prone. Some length to prone. All right, and the new Skybrids. I ride, this is what I've got. Oh, I've got last year's version, and I think I got to get this for year's version. So they've changed the shape a bit. They're a little bit longer through the back end. They don't have the big step tail that they did previously, and they've narrowed out the outline. So it's a little bit longer, narrower, and taken a little bit of thickness. But really, it's the width through here that they made a touch narrower, but the volumes are all still the same. Yeah, so we've sold quite a few. I haven't got enough for me to take one for myself. But yeah, this will be my next board, I think, in the 100 liter. And the rest of the wings, that one, that's the SLS, that's the standard one. Noticeable changes of these because we have them in the rack on top of each other, don't we? So you can see when they're this way, way thinner, especially through the back end. So what are we getting there? We're getting a bit more full response. You're not so high. And then, yeah, so you've got a little bit thinner board and it'll touch longer, but still the same kind of volumes. And that's the same kind of that nice kind of thick, but you know, corduroy grip. So not super aggressive, but you kind of get to sink into it a little bit. So yeah, 2 constructions, SLS, the full carbon, and then they got a standard. And what else we got? More foils.
The new 810X that everyone's been waiting for, so.
Rip it open, let's see.
Yeah, she's been, yeah, received really well. Guys that want that extra maneuverable foil. They're saying less pump, but the guys that we have here riding it are finding it being fine for the pump. It's probably not quite as much as the 810, but
I think they just wanted to say, oh, you're wrong, we're right.
Yeah, so it's sold out. It's that popular. Nearly every guy that owns a foil drive wants one because, yeah, they want the most maneuverable foil they can get. So this in competition with our other top brands, the Crest, it's given it a good run, and the F1 skates and stuff. But yeah, it's
good. It's their second hit at a dedicated surf. Well, the first run at dedicated surf wing, probably the second run at their all-around kind of range. Only the one size for now, the 810, which is nice because you know they've come at it and said we don't want to put stuff out to market unless it's significantly better and different.
Yeah, so, and it's not going to make other foils in their range irrelevant.
Yeah, so instead of scaling it up, they're like, no, our bigger sizes, different sizes of this are going to be a very different wing. So yeah, good to see. So the 810, the new X series. So
they arrive tomorrow. So
Wednesday.
We ran out. The wing belt.
Wing belt. This is good.
With
this
the hook.
Holds in my guts.
Super light. Super simple.
It's ridiculously
and
light.
Well priced. Yeah.
It's basically thin, close-up foam. Yeah, this is the Ozone one. We got another one coming up too. It's a bit chunkier, a bit more to it. But you've got loops and stuff on it too, being able to attach your leashes. And it's just a big clip buckle. And then you've got the option to have a hook if you want to run a harness line.
So silly question, I didn't even know about these really. You can use them with para wings as well, obviously, because that's what I probably needed the other day.
Yeah, this is but the weight of this, I mean, it is just super, super thin, just light.
Yeah, basic. Foam. I don't like the big chunky harnesses, but
it's not going to, molded foam, so it's not going to absorb water. 4 para winging. This is the one from North. You've got a big pocket on the front. It's a big tube pocket, so you can get your para wing and just jam it through.
And it's a buckle system, so this goes through and locks off.
Bit more of a harness style. You do have the loops on this to attach leashes and stuff as well, so you can put your wing leash if need be, or board leash on there and run it off there.
And then stash your para wing. And heads up, the smaller sizes are great with this. Do they come in bigger, Michael? It's one size fits all.
Well, I'll put on.
Well, we need to tell people because I've had people that have bought them off me and already said you want to watch what size wing you're putting in there.
Oh, so wings,
We'll have to. We'll have to see if we can stash a 5 meter in there. I guess you spin it to your guts, to your front.
But size-wise, I'm not small. I'm 34 to 36, and yeah, there's plenty of belt on this. So with that, if I had a wetsuit on too, and you just have it loose enough that you can spin it, and you just jam it through. Just give it a good fisting.
Is that how you do it?
Yeah, just hold on with your fist and pow,
fist it in there.
Send it in.
It's challenging. We did it the other day. It's quite challenging, I feel like I always want it there. We're real early. We're in our second, third session, and I didn't want to even put it away. I like to have it there ready to just
deploy.
In case, yeah.
But yeah, the buckle's nice. And again, this is that similar kind of foam. A bit more weight to it because there's more to it. but it also has the hook on it, and it's a bit more of a substantial hook as well. This is one that's meant to be able to lie flat, quite simple, and that's more a wider base on it, so it's going to take the load a bit more. Now, other new foils from our friends
Armstrong,
in New Zealand.
the new Surf 130.
Surfs, yeah, these have been really good. So you saw the video, we got the MAV2 Mark II wings. I've got another one here, and these are the corresponding tails, which are the Surfs. So they're thin. They've got a very slight dihedral, but it's got a bit of a, is it straight now? It's got a touch curve to it, but they're thin. So again, we're talking minimal drag, but a bit of resistance to push off when you pump. 3, yeah, so what do you got? A 170, 130, and then a 200. So for winging, for just free winging, just cruising around, get a few waves, and of course surfing, the MAs and these tails. This is the go-to setup for Armstrong. And it's just that nice Armstrong, big weave, expensive carbon construction.
And these are a little exy. I had someone buy them the other day. Not that they're out of the price point, but he still bought it. They're a bit over $400.
Yeah, it's a different carbon, because when you run the thin, real
Need
thin
it
wings,
stiffer.
like who else has Axis with their little tiny skinnies?
Yeah, they could be stiffer.
They're all high modulus.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a super high modulus. So that's why you can have like a pencil wide wing that's rigid enough to support a person. And yeah, the MA Mark IIs.
Going off, these
going
things
off.
ridden in smaller sizes are crazy. So it's a little 690 that guys are loving for prone.
Some of the Armstrong guys who've had the previous one and then they got rid of them because they were a bit slower, and they went to the HAs. HA guys who are on the really narrow ones are getting, this going, oh, I want a bit more of a surf rather than glide alternative, and they're going, don't really ride the HA very much anymore because that kind of does what I want it to do. Now the pump side of things.
The dock board. This is growing in our local area. It's getting real popular at the lakes, and guys getting fitness, getting their prone pump game on.
Practice.
They're loving it. Yeah.
So that's the Axis 999. It's 999 millimeters. Long boxes, so you can put your huge range of different wings on here. And obviously some guys will run massive wings. It does have foot strap inserts too, so if you want to kite it, you want to use it behind the boat, there you go. It's a good setup.
Light,
yeah, that's
strong. Yeah. Carbon. And makes a massive difference if you want to stay on. They're all trying to get long distances and time on foil, and when they drop down from their prone boards, it's massive increase in way less swing weight. The Crush.
This is the new Geotone prone board. Last year's was pretty successful. It was nice to have a prone board coming from these guys, and this year they tweaked it a little bit. So what do we got now with changes? I think it's, yeah, they changed the length, but they didn't go longer, they went a bit shorter. And they really have a straight outline on it. You can see how, it doesn't need to be curvy, so we'll just make it straight paddle so it paddles better. Your actual rocker line, when you're on it, on the bottom, kind of starts about here, so you've got that kind of gradual lift up, so you're not just pushing water. And on the deck, it's tiny little bit of concave through the front section, and a little, but it's not a recessed deck like the wingboards have. So, but yeah, nice that it comes with a full grip.
Dinner.
Because some of the boards are not, and there's a little bit extra value in it. Boxes on this are full carbon, so it is a carbon board. And is it a PVC carbon? It is a vacuum sandwich board, so that'll be I'm pretty sure it's PVC deck, and then you've got full carbon boxes, so stiffness. It's all about stiffness.
Sexy color. This is my favorite color.
Sand. Sandy brown. This,
Hey? Yeah,
that's the unit, 2026 unit SLS. It's got an Alula section in its front here. Little bit of a different shape than last year again, and you can see how many sections it has, because the more sections a wing has, the more they can control the actual twist and how the arc comes up. Big focus on this, and I had it out the other day, and walking on the beach, I immediately noticed in light winds in the car park, it was more stable. I could just hold it and it stayed there. There wasn't rocking around or anything like that. Even in light winds, it was just nice and easy to hold. So it just felt good. And then when on the water, of course, it was really stable. Like it just did not rock around.
Yeah.
Again, every day there's teams of people working to make these better. So last one was our best-selling wing, and I got a feeling this one will be too. So we've already had quite a few guys, try it, and change over already because they went, yeah, noticeable difference. And what's a noticeable difference you want to change over? And that is what's new in foiling. Now, there's other stuff too. Coming up, you'll see the next video, there'll be a few new little toys. Ass paddling. That's a paddling.